Hi there, my lovelies. I'm Cassandra from Love Bites, and today I have Julie here all the way from Canada. Her channel is Feeling Peckish if you want to check that out. Today we're going to be making cupcakes for Independence Day and Canada Day. Woo! So we're going to make two different kinds of icing. We're going to make a cream cheese frosting, and then also she's going to show me a buttercream frosting. So you have two options of frostings to try out. I'm going to be making an apple pie cupcake, and she's going to be making
a two-toned strawberry cupcake, red and white, with Canadian icon chocolate toppers.
So cute. So I'm going to leave all of her info in the description below so you can check out her channel, and let's show you how to bake it. Okay, so apple pie cupcakes, we're going to start by doing 1 stick, so half a cup of butter, softened butter, yes, and 1 cup of sugar. Let me get us a bowl for trash.
Magic, you don't know where the garbage went.
1 cup of sugar.
Going in the KitchenAid mixer.
Yep, and then give it a mix. While you do that, I'm going to add a cup and a half of flour to a bowl and sift it. Yeah, on the other side. The speed. So you want like medium, so put it on like 3. And then we're going to add half of our cream cheese packet, so 4 ounces of cream cheese. And you want your cream cheese to be at room temperature, otherwise it'll get lumpy. Oh, it's so and that'll sexy. Be gross. We do that. Add 1 teaspoon of baking powder to my dry ingredients. Perfect. Oh. So if you just want to crack the eggs, mixing it, and then exactly 1 at a time. I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm also going to add 1/8 of a teaspoon of nutmeg. So we're going to do 1.5 tablespoons of cinnamon to give it that nice apple pie flavor. So you're going to do about 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And then I'm going to do a little bit of ground cloves, just a dash. Cloves are really strong flavor, so you just want a little bit. And then just sift everything together. So you're just going to pour half a cup of whole milk. So we're going to alternate between the milk and the flour mixture, starting with the flour mixture. Just add a little bit in there.
That smells delicious. Okay, now I do a little bit of milk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll add the rest of this. And then we'll let that mix up a little bit, and we'll make sure to scrape down the sides of the bowl just so you get everything incorporated. Just like that.
All right, fully incorporated. Looks to me.
Perfect. So we're gonna take our cupcake tin liners and then line them.
Oh, you gotta look at this. This is just like the creamiest cupcake batter I have ever seen. Okay, what's the next step?
Let's do that. And then we're just gonna take a heaping scoop, and scoop it. You want it to be 3/4 of the way full. And do yours?
Yeah, I do.
So we're gonna pop these in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes until they're golden brown at 350. We pulled them out of the oven, they sat for a minute or 2, and then we're gonna let them cool completely on a cooling rack before we ice them.
And they smell so good. It's killing me.
Perfect. Is it good? Cool.
Okay.
So to make your apple topping, you wanna peel 1 apple and then give it a nice chop. All right, so now we're gonna heat up about a teaspoon of butter. Just let that melt, and then we're gonna add our apple slices. So 1.5 cups of apples. We're gonna add a 1/4 cup of sugar, and then a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. And just let that cook for a couple minutes, and then we're gonna add about 1/3 cup of water, and then let it cook down for another minute or 2. I'm gonna leave a little bit of water, about a tablespoon of water. We're gonna do a teaspoon of cornstarch and mix it in our tablespoon of water. And the reason why you wanna do this first is if you add your cornstarch directly to the heat, it'll just clump up, it'll look really gross. So you wanna mix it in some water first, and then add it to your apples. Just let that cook for 1 minute. And then we're gonna take it off the heat and just let it sit for a minute while we work on our icing.
Ooh, that got nice and smooth.
It'll thicken up.
Yeah.
It'll be a nice topping for our cupcakes. So now for the best part, the cream cheese frosting. I'm gonna be making a brown sugar cream cheese frosting to go with our apple cupcakes. Doesn't that sound good? So you're gonna take 1 package of cream cheese, which is 8 ounces. Just give that a mix. We're gonna add in 3 tablespoons of butter, softened butter. Give that a good mix. And then we're gonna do 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. All right, and now we're gonna add in 3/4 of brown sugar. Go ahead and give it a pinch of salt. Add 1 teaspoon of cocoa powder. Give that a good mix, and then we're gonna scrape down the sides. All right, that's all mixed together. We're just gonna put it in a piping bag and pipe our icing.
Great. Cool. That was really easy.
First, we're just gonna take a little icing and smear it on our cupcakes.
Perfect.
Okay, so I'm gonna be using 2 different tips. We have a star tip and other tip that I actually don't know the name of, but it will make a straight line. That's what you need. And I have them in 2 baggies, and we'll place some icing in there. Split it evenly between the 2. Okay, so we're gonna take our star tip, and we're gonna use that as the crust. So I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna make a loop, and then back down, a loop, and then back down. We got a little too excited and put our apple toppings on first, but it will be much easier for you if you pipe your crust first and then add your apple topping, just like this. So we have our apple mixture. It's been sitting for a little bit, so it's nice and sticky.
That came together really nicely.
That's the cornstarch right there. So I actually made this recipe for 12 cupcakes, but I shared my other 6 cupcakes with someone. So
yeah.
Just so you know, if you make this recipe, it's for a dozen. You're basically gonna just take it and make lines like that. Cool. And for one last final touch, I hope you enjoyed these recipes, and make sure to go over and check out Feeling Peckish's page, subscribe, because we're gonna have tons of summer stuff, barbecue stuff going the next month. You wanna check it out. Bye, my lovelies. Bye.